If you've got a job, you might find yourself in an office from 9 to 5:30 every day, and perhaps you're eating your lunch at your desk as well. Well, what's it doing to us, and is it actually making us productive? I'm delighted today to be joined by Lynn Rossy, who's an expert in mindfulness and has done a lot of work with companies trying to help them be more mindful and be more productive during the day. So hi Lynn, it's great to have you with us again. How are things over in the States?
They're very good. Thanks, Harriet.
That's good. Well, it's not too bad here. We're having lots of drizzly rain. I suspect your weather's a bit better, although I'm here it's a bit up and down at the moment.
Well, actually, we're having very lovely weather, so it's been great. We're having spring in the winter.
Oh, lovely. Very enviable. Now, Lynn, today we've talked a lot about mindfulness before and mindful eating, but we thought it might be useful to talk about mindfulness at work because, typically we're sat at desks from 9 to 5, perhaps with an hour's lunch, and we know that sitting still isn't good for us. So how can we be more mindful at work and have a more happy time at work and move a bit more?
Well, actually, mindfulness is really, really important for the workday. Some of the research that's been coming out shows that you waste about 40% of your time because you're distracted. Right?
Okay.
Are you trying to multitask?
Yeah.
Right? So multitasking is one of those things that you really can't do, even though you try to tell yourself you can.
Mm-hmm.
You can only focus on one thing at a time. So training your mind to do one thing at a time and be very focused for it can save you. If you could save 40% of your time, wouldn't that be great?
Absolutely. Perfect.
Absolutely.
We all need that, especially busy mums.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, well, so I really recommend that people start their day by doing some sitting meditation with a focus on their breath for at least like 10 minutes.
Right.
Okay? And I've got recordings on my website. You can download them. There's plenty of apps that can give you mindfulness recordings. And it's just simply sitting and bringing your attention to your breath over and over again. When your mind wanders, you bring it back.
Okay.
You begin to strengthen this attention muscle. So start the day like that. Or even do, on my website, I have something called the 3-minute breathing space.
Okay.
So use 3 minutes, even if you have to do it in your car before you go into the office.
Yeah,
like if people say, I don't have any place to do this.
I mean, that's a good point, because if you've got children running around as well, when can you do that? You can't sort of necessarily sit in a quiet room. So what you're saying is that perhaps even on the way to school, you could do that in the car and just try and screen out the noise and focus on the moment.
Well, actually, I would suggest that you wait till you park the car. But
fair enough. Might be less sort of accident prone.
I mean, I guess you could do it driving, but I would prefer that you stop and just sit in the parking lot.
Sure. Good point.
And do it then. But so just even that little bit of focusing is going to have you more focused. And if you do it on a daily basis, it's like going to the gym for your mind.
Sure.
Okay. And so you have to do it consistently. Mm-hmm. And so begin to set a priority of doing just a little bit of a practice before you start work. Okay. So then you're prepared to be at work. One of the things that people do is they sit and sit and sit. We know that sitting has become the new smoking, right? So it's really, really bad for your health. If you sit longer than 6 hours, it's like your bodily organs begin to shut down. This is not good, all right? And so even exercising for an hour after work doesn't make up for the prolonged sitting that we do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, sure.
So get up every 60 to 90 minutes.
Okay.
Every 60 to 90 minutes, you should get up from your desk. You should take a walk around the building, go get a drink of water, right? I always say drink lots of water, then you have to go to the bathroom every 60 minutes, right? So that'll remind you. Both of those things are really good for you. I'll take a sip now.
I'll join you.
Yes, everybody drink their water, okay? And so, another thing that I suggest for people to do instead of emailing people that are, across the building, just get up and go walk over there and talk to them, right? So instead of sending emails, go talk to somebody. You'll probably get things done quicker and better, and you'll have been active. Or just get up and stretch. Raise your arms up over your head and take a deep breath. I suggest taking a yoga mat to work, right? And finding a little spot where you can lie. No, seriously. And all those tension headaches and those stress, in your shoulders and stuff, if you will just take the yoga mat and lie it on the ground somewhere and lay down
Yeah, it would be
for,
yeah.
2 or 3 minutes,
Yeah.
you can get rid of those tension headaches.
Yeah. Actually, I mean, we laugh about it, or I laugh about it, but I read in Arianna Huffington's book called Thrive about the fact that in her workplace, they actually have a nap room. So if you're tired, they encourage you to sleep for a little bit. And I thought, perfect,
Right.
I'd like to work there. But, I mean, on serious notes, though, it is actually about being the best you can be. And to do that, you need to be rested and active and keep moving and all those sorts of things. So it is an important point. So yoga makes it easy.
So when you get to lunchtime, you need to eat food.
Right, absolutely.
And hopefully eat it away from your desk.
Sure.
Right? Eat real food. Eat food that's going to nourish you, right? Okay. And so try to eat something every day that's going to give you a little bit of energy instead of food that's not going to give you any energy. Okay. And try to get away from your desk. A lot of people eat their meals at their computer, right? So you have an hour or half an hour, take it, go eat.
I wonder whether the motive for eating at their desk is so that they don't have to interact with other people or because they have got work to do. I mean, there could be two reasons going on there, I suppose, but I don't know.
Right. But the deal is if they sit there at the computer and eat their meal, they are going to, they think they're being, so I always say work smarter, not harder.
Sure. Okay.
Right? Yeah. So the more and more that we have to do, the more that we work harder when we need to work smarter.
Okay, that makes sense.
Working smarter means you refresh yourself throughout the day, and then you're more focused when you're there.
Sure.
If you're just sitting there day after day, hour after hour, you're not being productive.
No, that's very true. Yeah.
You're checking Facebook a lot. You're checking, or whatever, your phone, your messages, the news, the whatever. People are doing that constantly. And we really do waste about 40% of our productive time because we're not working smarter.
Yeah. So is the link between that and mindfulness? Because what you're saying, so being mindful about the way you work. Working in shorter bursts and then getting up and moving around, and that is actually being mindful at work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, 40%. That's a lot. That's a lot of savings, isn't it? In terms of
yes, it is.
That's amazing to be encouraged. So Lynn, where can people find out more about how to be more mindful at work?
Well, so in terms of being more mindful at work, I think if people would just begin to practice mindfulness, right? So if they just begin to practice some of the formal practices, like that 3-minute breathing space that you can find on my website, or do a 10-minute sitting meditation, which is, focus on the breath. That's on my website as well. Right. Learning how to I think I have even some articles on there that people can reference. I have an article on 7 tips for the workday and things like that. So
okay, we'll put that under the video so people can find it easily. So that's super.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for joining us again, Lynn. It's been an absolute pleasure, and as usual, we've learned a lot. So thank you for that.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. Always a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Bye for now.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Well, that was Lynn Rossy joining us today from Missouri in the United States, and what an eye-opener. You could actually be 40% more productive in the workplace. Well, if you want to learn any more about it, then please look at the links below this video. And also, if you've got any more questions that you want Lynn to answer, or any other questions to do with wellbeing, please get in touch with me, Harriet, HARRIEWT, at wellbeingexaminer.com, and I'll do my best to find another expert to chat to, or chat to Lynn again. And in the meantime, please stay happy, healthy single mums.